Hello and welcome to the first video, which is the inspection and strip down of the BMW f650gs Dakar. So I got this bike as it was a bit of a problem bike at work. It turned out everything that could go wrong was going wrong with what was required to fix the bike to get it through an MOT. So customer decided to scrap it. Me being me, love a bargain. So managed to acquire it and thought, well, okay, let's get it all sorted. Let's try and get it through an MOT. So I'll fix the bits that are going wrong, and then I can use it just as a little bit of a winter hack, just ride around as is really. Now, as you'll see from the video of these pictures, not exactly in the best of conditions. So what could rust did rust, what paint could flake did flake, and what could seize did seize. So this was a bit of a headache bike and would need a bit of TLC. Now, obviously, as we know, you can't polish a turd, but you can definitely try and roll it in glitter. When you look past all of the issues with the bike, not that there was that many, but the general condition, you can see even here after a wash, there's potential in this bike. It's not done a lot of miles. I think it's a 2003. It's done about 15,000 miles. There's a lot of potential in the bike once it's kind of had a good clean up. But unfortunately, as you'll see, the more you look, the more you see. So at this point here, I took the forks out, thought, okay, let's get the forks stripped, new fork seals, painted the bottom stanchions, put a new tyre on the wheel, clean a brake disc, and then put it all back together to then stand back, look and realise the nice bit has made everything else look even worse. So forks back out. Then before you know it, you're going down the rabbit hole, something you're trying to avoid, but unfortunately, me being me, it can't help myself. So got to the point and thought, no, that's it. Okay, let's strip it down. So what I was hoping to be a kind of a quick turnaround for a bit of a bike to use, to just have a little bit of a wobble around on two wheels again. Next minute, it's turned into a big project of pulling it all apart and cleaning everything up and replacing what needs replacing and so on and so forth. As you will see throughout this series, a lot of the pictures that were taken really for my point of reference before I decided to try and go down the path of YouTube. But I'll be as honest as I can with the content that I've got, including some of the mistakes I made, which, you know, there's one funny one coming up where I decided to get covered in oil and slip with an oil can that's coming up right about now. Yeah. Go fuck yourself then. Fuck's sake. Fucking dickhead. Fucking everywhere. I'm fucking going back in, bollocks. So, fresh day, fresh head. Yeah, this is just really, again, more point of reference for myself when putting it back together. But as you can see, oh God, the state of it everywhere was disgusting. I don't think this thing's ever been washed. But anyway, yeah, on with the video. More things coming apart, more rust, more challenges, more rounded bolts. But we get there, keep pulling it apart. What do you think, people? Should I go back, put it back together with standard exhaust? Or should I go for a single exhaust, make it a little bit louder, make it sound a little bit more appealing, if you like that kind of thing? Let me know in the comments, see what you think. that engine. It's like a flaky old man with his skin falling off. Now onto a time lapse of me removing the subframe and fuel tank as one. My apologies for the dazzling reflection of my bald head. Hope it doesn't dazzle you too much. This wasn't actually too bad to get off, to be honest. By the time everything else was all disconnected, all the wires for the fuel pump and whatnot, it was actually quite straightforward to get off, apart from obviously a couple of bolts that didn't want to come out at first. Okie dokie, I've been fighting with this for a while. Project, on and off. And would you believe, this has only done roughly 15,000 miles. It's like it's been ridden through every canal from here to Scotland. It's ridiculous. But we're getting there. Get it fully stripped down. How bad it is. Get all this sandblasted. Properly painted. Get everything fully stripped, all the bearings done. Everything cleaned, painted. And hopefully it should be quite nice when I'm done, but it's a long way to go yet. Started it months ago and I've just been on and off. Every now and again might have a couple of hours and then it might sit there for a few weeks, because every single bolt is corroded, seized, rounded. It's not an easy one to strip, that's for sure. Should be, not a lot to it. Make sure, people, if you're ever doing any suspension work on the back of your bike and you're ever doing anything to do with the rear shock, always, if you can and you've got the ability to do so, take out the rear link, because as you can see with these bearings that are seized, that they can get to a point where I've seen the actual whole link assembly snap. I think I've seen it a couple of times on a Prius. I'm not naming them bikes like they're the only ones that do it, but they're the ones that, some of the ones that I've seen. So if you can, always make sure you check the condition. If they're free, then you know, I'd advise you re-grease them if you can. Make sure that they're nice and free, and just help the longevity of your rear suspension, because these can't have been working. I don't know how long the bike had been ridden in this condition. I've had the bike for, I'd probably say 6 to 12 months or something before me stripping it down like this. But I mean, they must have been like that for a long time. You see with the condition of the shock, all the rust and corrosion. Finally got the swing arm out. But yeah, always make sure that if you can and you've got the ability to do so, spend a little bit more time just trying to make stuff right with a little bit of lubrication. Everybody likes a little bit of lube. So as you can see, we're getting there now. Bike's getting quite stripped down, got all the wire and loom off. Just the engine to go, don't forget them little spacers. They actually fell out when I undid the engine to frame adjusters. So I just took a picture just to remind myself where they went. And there you go, there's a pile of bits on the floor and an engine on a stand, looking a bit sorry for itself. But took a long time, and to be honest, engine sat there like that for quite a long time before I moved on to the next bit. Every time I went in the garage, just looked at a massive pile of bits and thought, nah, can't be arsed. So it took quite a few months for me to start getting back into it and kind of restoring it the best I could. Just bear in mind, everyone, this is more of a budget restoration, so it's not to be concourse. It never meant to be. I just got carried away. What started as a freshening things up ended up getting down to this state. So yeah, the forks and the wheels all cleaned up and polished up with a new rear brake disc. And on the floor next to it in that box is a few bits that I've already freshened up and painted. So anyway, that concludes this one. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for the next part, which will be more the restoration of the bits. Please subscribe, that will help me out massively. Thank you very much. Ciao.